Before we begin, let's choose the right rake. Rakes come in all sizes and shapes, and their primary purpose is to help the user gather or spread out material. A landscape rake is a specialized tool designed to complete large jobs quickly and is ideal for use in leveling soil or sand over a large area. A landscaping rake features a 30 to 38 inch or broader head with steel tines set at a 90-degree angle to the handle. A lawn rake has a long straight handle with long and slender metal tines at the head that spread out to create a fan shape. Their strong but flexible tines mean they are well suited for raking up any number of garden debris such as gravel, sand, and soil. A stone rake can also be called a gravel rake or tarmac rake, very similar in design to a landscape rake with widely spaced chunky tines made from strong metal. It has a narrower head of about 18 to 28 inches and features a steel or aluminum head that sits at a 90-degree angle to the handle. They are great for spreading material over the ground, including gravel, stones, or mulch. The tines of these rakes are not flexible and can handle tougher materials without being damaged or losing strength. A concrete rake is used when building concrete paths, patios, or walkways. It will have a metal head that is textured on one side and flat on the other side, and slightly curved so that it can be used in a scooping action. These rakes are specifically designed to deal with concrete, being able to scoop up wet concrete and move it to another area before it has dried. The flat edge of the tool is for leveling out the concrete and getting a smooth finish. Select the rake that is comfortable for your height and strength. For taller people, longer handles like those in the 5 to 6 foot range are ideal. For average height people, 4 to 5 feet will work. Longer handles reach further, but shorter handles are easier to control. Because of the repetitive nature of raking, comfort is key when you're choosing one of these tools. There are actually lots of different features available, like padded handles. Some have curved handles and different weights and balancing points. Now that we have the right rake, let's learn how to use it safely. Hold the rake at a comfortable angle and alternate your leg and arm positions. Safety is crucial when using a rake. Be aware of your surroundings. Avoid working near the edge of trenches and holes or other open excavation. After raking, store your rake properly. Avoid leaving rakes on walkways or where they can cause tripping hazards. Remember, using a rake safely is essential to preventing injuries. Back injuries account for 1 in 5 workplace injuries, and 75% of workplace-related back injuries occur during a lifting task. This video will focus on one of the most important aspects of workplace safety: proper lifting techniques. Every year, millions of workers experience back injuries, many of which occur during lifting tasks. It's not just about the weight, but how you lift that matters. Remember the 4 key stages of lifting: preparation, lifting, carrying, and setting down. Now let's break them down. First, you need to evaluate the lifting task for safety. Know how much you can safely lift and ensure the load doesn't exceed it. Assess whether the object is too large or awkward to lift and carry safely. Will you be able to get a good grip? You need to know where you're putting the object ahead of time. Ensure the path is unobstructed, the floor is dry, and the distance isn't too great for safety. If the load is too heavy or ungainly, will it obstruct your vision? And does it need to be carried too far or lifted overhead? Then you'll need to find a safe alternative. Is it a 2-person job? Could gloves give you a better grip? Recognizing when a lifting task requires 2 people involves assessing several factors to ensure safety and prevent injury. Here are some key points to consider. If it exceeds the weight that 1 person can safely lift, it's a 2-person job. If it's too large or awkwardly shaped, making it difficult for one person to handle, it should be lifted by 2 people. If carrying the item will obstruct the person's view, it's safer to have a second person to help navigate. If it needs to be carried over a long distance or through difficult terrain, 2 people should share the load. Proper lifting technique is crucial. If the item cannot be lifted with proper form by one person, a second lifter is needed. It's important to always prioritize safety when lifting heavy objects. If in doubt, it's better to err on the side of caution and get assistance. Once you have a plan, you should stretch and warm up your muscles before lifting. Loosen up your back with lower back rotations. Stretch your hamstrings and get the blood flowing. These measures will reduce your risk of injury. You've probably heard, lift with your knees, not with your back. But what does it mean? It means you should never bend forward to lift a heavy object. Instead, you should squat, secure the load, and stand by straightening your legs while keeping your back straight or slightly arched. Safe lifting involves standing as close to the load as possible, planting your feet shoulder-width apart with one foot slightly ahead of the other, bending at the hips and knees only until you're deep in a squatting position, keeping your head up and straight with your shoulders back to keep your back straight, holding the load close to your body at waist height. As you carry the load to its destination, you want to maintain good ergonomics. That means holding the load as close to your body as possible, level with your belly button. Keeping your shoulders in line with your hips as you move. Don't twist your trunk. Changing direction with your feet and leading with your hips. Taking small steps and keeping a good grip with all your fingers. Setting down a heavy object is just as dangerous as picking it up. You'll want to reverse the lifting process, following the same ergonomic lifting principles. Keep the load close to your body and your back straight or slightly arched. Squat down, bending only at the knees and hips. Tighten your stomach muscles by engaging your core as you lower yourself. Kneel on one knee if necessary. Remember not to rush the lifting process. Also, keep in mind that the most dangerous lifting tasks are repetitive and for sustained periods. You need to monitor your exertion level and take breaks. Stop before you become too tired to lift safely. Remember to keep these in mind. Never twist your torso while lifting. Stay nose between your toes. Keep your back straight and lift with your legs. Never lift a heavy item above shoulder level. Never carry a load that obstructs your vision. Never hold your breath while lifting, moving, and setting the load down. Know or test the object weight. Use ergonomic lift assists when possible. Plan the lift and clear your path. Get help for heavy or awkward loads. By following these techniques, you can minimize the risk of injury and keep yourself safe. Always remember, lift smart, lift safe. Welcome to the world of asphalt paving. Today we're focusing on the paving lute, an essential tool for any paving project. A paving lute is designed for the fine-tuning of asphalt, ensuring a smooth and even surface. Proper handling is key. Hold the lute with your dominant hand near the top of the handle and the other hand lower down. Keep the handle perpendicular to your forearm to maintain a consistent angle. Luting is an art. It's about finesse, not force. Gently glide the lute over high spots, shaving them down to level with the rest of the surface. For low spots, signal for a shovel of mix and use the lute to blend it seamlessly into the mat. The goal is a flat, uniform surface. Use the straight edge of the lute for final touches. Check your work as you go, ensuring no imperfections are left behind. With these techniques, you're well on your way to mastering the use of a paving lute. Remember, practice makes perfect. In this segment, we'll explore the key differences between digging bars and pry bars. Digging bars are long, straight metal bars primarily used for digging and loosening hard or compacted materials such as rock, soil, tree roots, concrete, or ice. Their main purpose is excavation and breaking up tough materials. Pry bars, also known as crowbars or pinch bars, are versatile hand tools used to pull two objects apart. They have an angled, flattened end that acts as a lever. Here's how to use a digging bar. Use the chisel end of the digging bar to begin digging. You can use it to loosen hard, compacted materials. You can also outline the area by chiseling out the ground in parts. Then remove the ground using a spade. And here's how to use a pry bar. Place the pry bar's flat end against the surface you want to lift or pry. Keep the curved end accessible for applying force. Start with light pressure and gradually increase it as needed. Maintain a firm grip on the pry bar to ensure stability. Avoid forcing it. If there's resistance, assess the situation and adjust your approach. So whether you're digging up soil or loosening a stubborn rock, choose the right tool for the job. Shoveling safely is crucial to prevent injuries. Let's discuss essential shoveling techniques to keep you safe and productive on the job site. Shovel selection matters. Use the right shovel for the task. Round-bladed shovels are ideal for sand and dry earth. Square-bladed shovels are perfect for coarse materials like gravel or coal. Trenching shovels. Opt for smaller ones to minimize weight when lifting. And rolled step shovels. These work well for hard earth. Let's talk about body mechanics. Avoid twisting. Move your feet and turn your entire body instead of twisting at the torso. Use tools with long handles to prevent excessive bending. And shovel on both the left and right sides of your body. Here are some general safety rules for shoveling. Take it slow. Stretch and warm up before you begin. Lift with your legs. Bend your knees and use your leg muscles to lift, not your back. Here are some digging strategies. Divide shoveling into smaller tasks, no longer than 15 minutes each. Mix shoveling with non-digging tasks to reduce strain. Adjust the load weight based on the shoveling rate. For a high rate of shoveling, about 15 scoops per minute, the total weight should not exceed about 10 to 15 pounds. For higher weights, reduce the scoops per minute. Remember, proper shoveling techniques reduce the risk of strain, back injuries, and other health issues. Here are some safety reminders. If you feel fatigued or experience discomfort, take a break. Heart attack warning signs include chest pain, shortness of breath. Use team communication. Coordinate with colleagues to avoid overlapping shoveling areas. And look out for each other. Remember, construction work is demanding, but safety is non-negotiable. Follow these OSHA-approved techniques and keep our job sites accident-free.